back to my channel. Today's video, I am going to be playing with the Unveiled palette from Sydney Grace. I have not played with any of her products before recently, so I've never bought her products before. I did buy this during her summer sale. I got the winter palette. I've played with it a little bit, but nothing too big so far. Nothing I've put on put online yet that I've played with. But I really wanted to play with this Unveiled palette because I think it is so gorgeous, especially for something that is very like neutral. As you can see, it's very like wedding themed, very wedding-esque looking. Like even the lace on the packaging is very like, even the name, come on, like it's very like wedding themed here. But I'm really excited to play with it because I have never really, like, I know a little bit about the formula now that I've played with one palette, but I'd really like to try this one for the first time with y'all, see how I enjoy it. I think the colors are just beautiful in this palette, but I need to see how it performs. So if y'all are interested, keep watching and make sure to like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. And if you're not a fan of my videos, I'll see you on the way out. Bye. All right, so let's see. So we're gonna start with this palette today. I already got some foundation on, some, you know, some basics. And, ooh, I just stuck my whole finger in one of the colors. Great. Cool. Oh, I shouldn't have licked my finger. I still have sunscreen on it. Oh. Great. Okay, so I am going to get started. Oh, forgot handy dandy tape. Of course I did. I had everything ready except the tape. And we're just gonna angle that where we want it, as always. There we go. And now that I've dipped into Not a Bridezilla by accident, I am going to start with the shade right here, which is Wedding Day. I think that is a very beautiful color. I'm gonna use my 31 from Denessa Myricks. We're gonna go into that pink Happy Wedding Day. And we're just gonna, ooh, okay. So she definitely gives off some pigment, which is nice. I'm very grateful for that. So she is blending really nicely. Like I'm not having any trouble blending it out, but I'm gonna try a few shades in here today. At least I'm gonna try to do a few shades today. So we're just gonna paint that Happy Wedding Day on. We'll do it on the other side too, just to make it even while we're here. Definitely don't normally go for neutral looks, but today I really wanted to because I am going out for brunch. I'm kind of wearing a dress that is, I feel like calls for a very like pinky neutral look, but that's just me. I definitely don't want to be doing like, at least in my opinion, like a green look or something like that, because I get there's like green on the dress, but I feel like the neutral look is cuter with something like this. All right, and then I'm gonna take a Singe Beauty E03. Nope, don't want to use the E03. We're gonna use the My 19 from My Kit Co. X Denessa Myricks, and we're gonna go into this Unity shade, which is this brown shade I'm pointing at. And because I think it looks like a very good, like cool toned brown. We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way upwards. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. I think I may have gone a little too far up. That's fine, we can edit in, edit once the tape is off. Don't ever be discouraged when you mess up because you can fix it. You just have to believe in yourself and micellar water. You and micellar water are the real heroes here. We're gonna put a little bit more pink in this inner corner. There we go. All right, and there's the brown. We're gonna go onto the other side with that Unity shade and start from the bottom and work my way upwards. See, I didn't screw up on this side, which is good. I like how pigmented these are, but they also blend out really well. So I'm not like struggling to blend this like darker brown shade. Like it's not overwhelming, which is really nice, because that's what I'm always scared about with dark colors, especially from indie brands, is that they're like really pigmented, they're really intense, which is great. But at the same time, when you're trying to do a specific look, you don't always want intense. You kind of want something that's gonna blend really easily and you're not gonna have to fight it. All right, now I am gonna take this Singe Beauty EO3 and I'm gonna dip into Kanai Kisses. I think I'm saying that right. And we're just gonna dip into that and we're just gonna blend it on top. So we're just gonna blend that line out with this like almost bone color shade. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted in this. Is like a good blender shade. And at first I didn't think there was one, because I was, let's be honest, I was looking at that top row like a lot. Due to the fact, you know, it's pink and I have like a really bad obsession with pink. And I was looking at that top shade a lot, but I didn't see that like bone color, and I was really happy for that bone color, because that's a color I like to have, especially like with looks like this. Bone colors, I love white colors and palettes. I feel like they are underrated but needed colors when you're doing a look, to be quite honest. All right, so I'm gonna get my glitter glue out and we're gonna paint that first eye. Just get that first one started. Ta-da. And then where is the brush I want? I should have grabbed the brush I wanted. Where is, oh, there it is. My Kitco X Domestomyrix My 24, and we're gonna go into High Bride, which is that, like, obviously that like shimmering pink shade. Like it's very like light colored pink. Doesn't look like it's picking up anything, but let's see. Oh, okay. So this definitely does not have like a super heavy base to it, at least from what I am seeing. Let's see if I can pick up a little bit more. Yeah, it doesn't have like a super heavy base to it. It's very like sparkly, almost like clear, which is still pretty. Like, I think this is a beautiful like shade. Just not as like pigmented pink, but I think that's to be expected, especially if this is like a wedding palette. Definitely with like ethereal looks, you may not want as much like pigment on the shimmer. You may just want more of an ethereal, like classy look. And then go back into High Bride, and we're just gonna paint that shimmer shade on. Like I said, it is very pretty. Just not what I was expecting from the pan. You know, maybe it gives more payoff if I used a finger. It's just, I am not in the mood to use a finger today. I don't want to play with my hands too much. Ooh, let's get a little bit more in that corner. There we go. There we go. All right, we're gonna wipe off the excess glitter glue because I put a little too much on my hand this time. And I'm just gonna blend out those glitter edges a little bit. Just so it's more of a seamless blend. Okay, so I fixed up the edges a little bit. And I'm going to use just a small little LBE6 from Lunar Beauty. And I think I'm going to go into this I Do shade right here. So we're going to use that on the bottom lid here, just to smoke it out a little bit. I think that's going to look real pretty without being too dramatic. And there we go. So we're just going to put it on the other. Just a little more. Just to add some like shadow and dimension there. There we go. I think that looks cute. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera real quick. I cleaned up the corners. I'm just going to put on mascara, maybe put on a little bit more makeup, and I'll be right back. All right, the rest of the face is on. Mascara, blush, bronzer, lips, a little bit of highlight. Ooh, ooh. Liking this so far. All right, so I think this is the final look. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take my highlighter. I'm using the Matchstick Starstruck 01 is the color. It's kind of like a pinky color. I'm just gonna put that in the corner. I like a little inner corner highlight. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. All right, we're just gonna cap that off. There we go. Now the finished look. Right here, just fluffing out the hair a little bit. I think the eye look is beautiful. Like, I think this like shimmer shade is like sparkly enough and like impactful enough, but it isn't like super bam in your face. Like, it's not demure, but it's still very like ethereal looking. Kind of that in between. I feel between like very like muted, but not like bam multi-chrome in your face kind of shimmer. And the mattes blended out very smoothly. They're pigmented, but they do blend out, which is really nice. So I didn't have to dip in too much, and I got pigment pretty much on the first swipe, which is really good. I think it looks very pretty. I think my whole look looks really pretty. Maybe the brows need a little work, but other than that, I think everything else on my face looks really good. So I am going to go about my day, go see my friend for brunch, do what I need to do, and then I'll come back and I'll see if there's any creasing, any issues, any fading, anything that like, that's out of the ordinary, you know, out of the ordinary in the case of like, I've worn it for a few hours, not I've worn it for 12 hours and everything looks like a melted mess because I've worn this for 12 hours. So I'll see y'all in a few hours to give an update on what this looks like. All right, I'll be right back. So I am back. It's about 4 o'clock. I finished this look up about 10 o'clock. So it's been a few hours. it's been 6 hours. There we go. Math is difficult, but I've been done for 6 hours, and so far from what I am seeing, it still looks pretty good. I do feel like the colors have faded just a little bit. I mean, I can't really say if that's because like I've been wearing it for 6 hours or if it's because of the actual formula. I'm looking at the lids, I'm looking at the shimmers, and there's no creasing that I can see, which is always good. I think the eyeshadow has stayed in place for the most part. Just like I said, I feel like it has faded just a little bit, like the color doesn't look as vibrant or bright as it did when I first put it on. Like I said, that could also be because, like, you know, I've been wearing it for 6 hours. So it might just be fading because of that, because my makeup does start to melt around like 6 to 8 hours. Like, I can start to see like myself getting a little oily at this point. Yeah, just a little oily right now. But the eyeshadow I think looks great. That shimmer is really like eye-catching. I am loving how that shimmer looks. I do like how the mattes looked, how they blended out. I don't know if their longevity is super duper long. I may have to play with it a little bit more, but the shimmers are definitely a like thumbs up. But the mattes, I'm gonna have to give a little bit more time and a little bit more tries to make sure it's not just my eyes like playing a trick on me, or if it's actually the mattes fading. But other than that, look still looks cute. Like, I still enjoy the look, just wondering if something's up with it. That's all. But that is it. That is the Unveiled palette from Sydney Grace. Oh, and I forgot to mention that it was collaborated with Kendra Matthies. Yes, Kendra Matthies. I hope I'm saying her name right. It was a collaboration. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video, but I wanted to make sure she got credit for her collaboration, if that makes any sense. But thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. Follow me on Instagram. It's CAPT_IVATING_makeup. That's where you can find me. And I hope you give it a try. I think we have some fun over there too, in my opinion, yeah. I'm really excited to share this palette with you since I had been eyeing it for a while and I finally pulled the trigger at the sale. Also so I could get the Northern Winter palette along with it because I thought that was a great deal, especially since I like the colors. I'll definitely have to put up something for y'all at some point because I have been testing a little and I think y'all are gonna like it. But that's all for today, and I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful